Today we're gonna address the door skins on the E30. The E30 M3s do not have any provisions for the door moldings. So we have a set of MVP door skins that we're gonna tackle today on this E30 that we are converting. So we're gonna try to document the process of that. This door is in pretty good shape. It has a little dents here and there, but it's a perfect opportunity to change the door skins out, and then we're gonna get rid of that door molding. All right, a little pro tip. If your door alignment is really good, the best thing to do is unscrew this bolt here, and same thing with that one there. And don't mess with these because that's has the alignment shims on the back. If you unscrew this one and the other one, the door is just gonna come up off of those, and then once we're done with the door skin swap, the door is gonna sit in the exact same spot where it was at. So we're gonna knock this pin out, take the electronic portion of things off. So on the electronics side of things, the wiring, the boot peels back. There's a tab on the top here and a tab on the bottom. Once those two are depressed, this whole mechanism should slide out. Just like that. This boot is off. We're gonna knock this seat clip off, knock that pin out, and then I believe that's a 10, another 10, and the door can pop right off. It's pretty easy. All right, so the door's off the car. We're gonna pop the door card off, get it prepped. Gonna take a look at the OEM seam sealer, how this is done up on here. Pull that molding nut off, and then the rest are held in by clips. Okay, so we got the door pretty much stripped out of all the moldings, the rubber, pull the window out, the door tumbler handle, and we got the new door skin out on the bench here. Looking at it, it looks pretty nice. Do a little walk around on this guy. So the original door, not only does it have the holes for the moldings, it also has a recess here for the molding to sit into it. There's a lot of guys that kind of convert these doors into the M3 looking door, but they tend to use a lot of like body filler with the kitty hair mixed into it, the fiberglass stuff, which works, but when you're trying to avoid any type of body filler, and now that MVP makes these door skins, I think this is a much better route. So we're gonna start tackling removing this original door skin layer, and then we'll move along forward. Just wanted to show you guys the technique that I'm using. I'm just using the flap disc to grind away this lip here, and you can kind of see the two layers, that line. So you have to kind of be gentle with it, not to grind too much away, but you can see that line starting to form, and then the outer layer of skin is going to pop off of the door. You could peel this back, but with previous door skin swaps, you can lead to distorting the actual frame of the door. So I usually tend to do this. I just grind away the outer door skin because it's folded over and crimped. And if you grind this off, and then the actual outer skin will pop off, and then this you can kind of chip away. So that's the technique that I do. You can kind of do your own style, what you're comfortable with. Just wanted to show you guys that. Quick little update. Flap this whole door skin all the way around, and it's starting to separate. Let's see here, starting to come up. So there's 3 factory spots where they kind of welded in place. You can see the gold welding spots. One right there, and a section here and here. Everywhere else is just crimped over, so take your time with these spots. That way you don't bend anything, and it's gonna pop right off right now. Alrighty, door skin off. So, notate there's factory weld points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything else is held in on basically adhesive or a seam sealer and rolled around the perimeter. So I just used the flap disc to gently kind of cut that back. You can see nothing was cut on the actual door frame. So now we're gonna prep, get this all cleaned up, get all the original adhesive off, and then we can start lining up the door skin and going to crimp the edges and finalize this. Here's a comparison side by side of the original door skin and MVP. So one thing I did notice after pulling the original door skin off is how light and thin that metal is. This feels pretty heavy duty, so I got the scales out here. I'm gonna toss the original ones on and see how much the MVP weighs. So yeah, this feels like some pretty heavy duty steel. It's nice because for a door you want that rigidity. And yeah, let's throw them up on the scales. So I got the OEM door skin on there with the pieces that I cut off. That way it looks as accurate as a weight as we can get, and it also has the sound deadening on here. Let's see here, it's about 10 pounds, 13 ounces. Let's throw the other one on. Okay, MVP skin's on. At about 12.7. So yeah, thicker gauge material. I'll take it. Now I know people are gonna complain about, oh, you're adding weight to the car. Well, it's only 2 pounds. I'll just skip lunch that day and take the thicker metal, and we'll be back to the same weight. Alrighty, so the door's all cleaned up. All the excess adhesive is off. The perimeter has been cleaned up to bare metal, sprayed with some epoxy primer. And now we're going to be tossing the door skin on and getting those edges rolled over. Alrighty, slowly but surely this car is turning into a black. Doing a color conversion while we're at it. Well, the door skin is on there. It went relatively smoothly. I might get a door skin actual specific tool that folds in the edges and might make things a little easier than using a hammer dolly. But that's just throwing the door back on. No real alignment I haven't done yet. And then the quarter's not fully on there. But yeah, that's the door. Alright, so thanks for following along, and we'll keep you guys updated once we have updates on this thing. Thanks for watching.